And we're back. We're going to pick right back up where we left off, in the car.
Yeah, so as I said, I was just going to try to be as off putting as I could be with this guy. Again, just kind of accentuating that I have horribly disfigured forearms, and
And the more you try to freak him out, the more he finds you attractive.
oh, jeez, okay.
Ah, I see we're almost to the temple. Nice.
Can I take a scan over? Like, can I see outside through the windows?
Yeah, his windows here. It's visible. You can obviously see you're coming up to the big dome building with the pillars.
So it's just like buildings.
I mean, it's a city, but at the middle of the city is the Jedi Library, which is restricted and banned.
Not from these sides.
Yeah, I can get you in. So as you guys approach to the front gates, the guy you're traveling with snaps his fingers. The droids open the gates. No problems, no questions are asked, no IDs. You roll through. As you enter, it's very quiet. You can hear everything. The windows are down on this vehicle you're in. It's just eerie. It's like a ghost town. The temple's very pristine. Like, it's been well kept. Nothing's off-putting. It's just empty.
Nothing here.
Not that you can tell. Well, I've got you in.
Can I use a force point? Or
You can use your one force point for the day.
I'm going to use a C force.
Okay. Roll it.
Spot check.
That one. You just seen exactly what I described and can't see anything with the force. Almost as if maybe something's blocking you from concentrating.
Nisa get a bad feeling.
Fuzz would peep up. I feel nothing, I'm fine. What are you sensing?
Nothing. Bad problem.
Cloudy judgment. I'm gonna have Fuzz roll to see if he can sense things that you're sensing. Fuzz feels fine as if everything's fine. Now, well, we're here. Now, I'll have that autograph. I must go. And he gets back in his car, takes off.
Just leaves me.
You all got out of the car.
No, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't even pay no mind to me now. Well, I was going to use it to our advantage if we could.
He didn't let me finish. He said he must leave, but as he leaves, as you guys would turn around the car, that the astromech that drove is still there. And he's got his little arm out, kind of scratching his head, and then he shakes as he gets a message. Then he plays it for you guys, the hollow message. I almost forgot. When you come to town after the research here, come find me. I'll be at this address. And it's an unknown language that you can't read.
Oh.
You're
Can I
here.
read it?
Roll me an intelligence check.
It's a cop. Natural one.
You can read
What language is
it. Gunganese.
I want to take a look around of this the building.
I mean, you're on the temple grounds. He didn't will you. He didn't go inside. He brought you to the door, which has no locks. It's just a slab of whatever material this building is made of.
Reach my hand out and touch it.
Does not.
Is it cold?
No, it's slightly warm, but not cold.
We see that dude.
I'm gonna just start searching around.
Search. 14.
Yeah, take some more time.
Buzz?
I believe this is a test for you guys, Padawan. I could solve this really easy, but you wouldn't learn anything.
Push him.
Dirty 20.
You find nothing. You see the seams of the door. You see that it's a door with no mechanical workings at all.
I'll kick the door.
The giant slab.
I'm gonna put my hand on it. Force it. Just trying to play my force into it.
That's nothing.
Kick the door.
Gonna kick the door. You kicking the door? What did you roll? Plus your strength. So nothing.
Are there any like small holes or any like outcroppings or anything in the face of the door or near the outside of it?
It's just a big archway, a stone slab closing it.
How about we knock on the door?
Oh my children. Fuzz walks straight up, uses the force, lifts it up. Let's enter, shall we?
He said no having more points today.
Yeah, let's see.
He's still holding the door, waiting for
Yeah,
you guys to
I
walk in.
I'm walking in.
As he walks behind you guys, he sets the door down.
I mean, we could have sat there and meditated for a day and done it.
An hour.
Fair.
You can meditate and gain a point back for an hour.
Can
But
we
you
do
are
that?
prone to attack for that. So if you're meditating and someone comes
We
up and
got our
stabs
back.
you,
I need to meditate too.
You don't have free force.
I have 4 wounds left.
he does regain points if he's not meditating. But if he takes a nap, he gets 2 back per hour.
Per hour. So you have to nap for just an hour. And we have to meditate for an hour each. Okay. You want to just take 2 hours? Me and him meditate, you watch, and then you sleep, we watch?
You all need 2 hours?
No, we only need 1 hour. And you need an hour.
Yeah.
So we just take 2 hours,
Yeah.
2 of us meditate, and the other naps, and we switch watching.
Boy. Just so you know, I'm waking you up sometime.
I'll keep an eye over you, my students. Rest. And Fuzz just starts floating and crosses his legs and his hands, like so. Well, what are you waiting for?
I'm gonna just fall over.
Well, that's one.
I'm willing to have my recording rod replay the events that just transpired as I meditate next to it.
What the fuck?
Okay. So are you going to lay down for a nap?
What?
Yeah.
So as all you guys are in a meditative trance or sleeping, Buzz is alone. And he's just sitting there. And every once in a while your recording's going to pick him up, like twitching his head, at which point there will be a pipe in his hand. He'll be puffing on that. After the time limits up, he floats to the ground, claps his hands, and breaks all of you that's in your meditation out of it, and wakes you up.
Just immediately
No.
stand.
Are we ready to? He puts his hands behind his back. Are we ready to proceed inside this temple? I don't know what we'll find. Who wants to go on point first?
Misa, do it.
Take the lead. And as you were walking through here, you'll notice that the lights cut off. One must immediately Fuzzes in the back cuts his saber on. It's the first time you guys would see Fuzz's saber color. He has a green blade. But it's not a blade like anyone's ever seen. It's a forest green instead of a bright green.
I'm gonna reach into my pack and pull out a rock about that long, click it on, use my glow rod.
Alright, we're proceeding deeper into this
Yep.
temple. As you come through, like I said, you get out of the main room from the door. The temple splits off in 3 directions. To the left, to the right, and you can keep going straight. This temple has 4 levels. You're now on level 1.
Straight.
Does anybody have knowledge of the force?
I just
Alright. Roll me for that, please.
although I don't have any points in it, but I do that.
Shit, give me that part again. 11 or more.
16.
Alright, so you would be able to know that this is a temple that you studied about at Dantooine, at the main temple before the war. So you would know which way goes to where. If you take the left, you were going out to the training grounds. If you take the right, you're going towards the archives. And if you keep going straight, you're heading towards the vault. But each way takes you up a level. It's not go this way and you're there. You have to go up a level.
I want to head to the archives. If I'm leading the back, that's fine.
Okay, is the party going to follow him? At this time, Fuzz would cut his blade off since you have the way and you have a light. As you're heading down the archives, the light's cut on, and a laser grid forms at one end of the wall. And a checkerboard pattern, and it's blinking, and you can hear it. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Where's the pattern coming from? The walls?
From 2 metal brackets that's in the walls, shooting the beams out.
How small is the trigger pattern?
I mean, it's probably 2 inches.
I'm not standing in here. This is like, you know, that famous scene in those zombie movies. You know, they walk in the hallway, there's the beams, and then they get chopped into fucking pieces every fucking time.
Misa not know what you talk about.
I'm not talking as my character. My character doesn't tell me. Anyway,
I don't want to use more force points.
I mean, these beams aren't coming closer. They're just mounted and it's going across.
Do I see any way that I think I can turn it off?
Roll me a spot.
6.
You wouldn't see anything on this side to cut it off.
What's your force
search.
type? Like feet or whatever?
What are you doing?
Looking. On altar.
You would see that these lights are
Grab a hold
connected.
of something on
2
the other
metal
side of those
brackets.
lasers.
And coming down off of them is a wire on
Yeah.
each side that comes
Objects.
down the hallway towards the party.
So there is a switch on the other side.
And you've seen what I just said, so that could potentially be a way to cut them off.
18, move object, grab the lever, and flip it off.
It's not a lever, but it's a button.
Well, I'll use the force to push the button.
So you reach out and hit this button with force. The checkered pattern starts blinking, and another bracket pops out before another beam right beside of it. And every so often, both of those that's on each side will switch up and slide down the wall.
You so fucked it up.
Coming closer to the party.
So, how far into the wall is this stuff coming from?
Both from this side and this side, coming all the way out.
Right against the wall, from
Yeah,
the side of the wall?
Right from the side of the wall, but inside the wall, on a metal bracket,
How wide's the hallway?
20 by 20.
How tall?
12 foot. I mean, there is a gap over these things. It's not taking up the whole hallway. I mean, you're looking 8 foot max.
Ideas, Wookie? Point them out.
Yeah, they're right over here.
Does that seem like a viable option?
Could be. That's because as these things come through there, that wire's like on a loop. It only can go so far, then it has to go back.
The only thing I have to cut it with is my saber.
He's got claws as well.
And roll.
Roll a strength check.
9.
Total. Beat what I had, because I was only adding 2. I rolled 4. So you just reach down and one side goes off, the other side's still coming from the other side, just like that one.
Yeah.
You only get one action there.
Didn't
Is
know we
there
were
another
fighting.
one there? Fucking cut it with my saber.
He has to point it out to you there, so you can see it. So he would show you the wire.
It's over there, sir.
Roll the attack.
8. Wait. Yeah, 8.
The wires spark. They shut down. A camera pops out of the ceiling. Another checkered pattern comes. This time, this checkered pattern sweeps across all your faces. And then you hear a voice.
Still have my breath mask on.
Oh, and my mask has a sensor
It's
that
just picking up
covers
what you
my
look like.
eyes
It's
if
just
I'm-
picking you what you look like. It's
Okay,
nothing
well, it's
bad.
just solid mask.
Yeah, it's just scanning to see who you are. What in the hell are you doing to my temple? Why did you take out my scanners? The hell they do is purify the air.
I'm walking through.
Walk through them.
I'm just going.
You know what? You're going to be stopped right there. I'm sending security.
Does that sound like the same dude that brought us here?
I'm just going. Sounds kind of like that guy, but it's not that guy.
Sir?
What? Gun? Gun?
Misa Gungan. Misa believe your boy let us in.
My boy. I have many children.
I don't think he ever gave me his name, did he?
I'm going down.
This guy's a really ritual.
I'm going to send security down, and they're going to bring you to the temple grounds.
FYI, did we get a dark point for me loitering money?
I'll get to that. As he says, the security comes down the hall. They are about 5 foot tall. One is. The other one's about 6'2", male and a female. They have like a ninja mask over their face, covering their noses, a hood, black clothing, and a lightsaber strapped to their belts. Security's here. Please follow them. And they just look at you guys and do this number.
Follow.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's getting fun, you guys, with your buzz say. As you go into the hallway, you enter an elevator right behind security. You go up what you would think probably about 3 floors, so you're now on the 4th floor. You come out of the elevator into a grand throne room, obviously, which would be Grand Master's chambers. There's holocrons everywhere, contained in ray shields and some big security measures so you can't get into them. When you come in, there's a man sitting on the throne, elaborately decorated. No cost, too great. Rubies, diamonds, jade, ivory handles going up, skulls of what you could maybe perceive, since you have Force knowledge, to be what Yoda's race is, on either side.
What's Fezz's reaction right about now?
Let me spot check if you're looking at those.
Natural one.
You can't see anything. He's hooded, so you can't really see his face. Anyone else want to try to see what their master's reaction is?
20. Very
16.
Okay, you two would definitely, when you turn around and see Fuzz, like I said, his face is covered. It's kind of dark, but his eyes are glowing. A yellow tint. And he's changed his posture. Instead of upright, he's a little slouched, and his hands are in front of him.
I walk in about halfway and I just take a
No
bow.
need to bow, Gungan. You fulfilled my boy's dream.
Oh,
Yes.
you should figured out which one.
I knew. I just wanted to see you in person.
Misa Flatter.
Should be. You're the first
Oh,
Gungan to
that's how we
step
gotta
foot
make
in this
money
temple in
out of that.
10,000 years.
Long time.
It's just sneak around other places. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Always.
for
What's
those,
your name?
I am Father
Lady.
Odysseus. Father Odysseus.
Harry Larry.
Though before I became the father, I was Jedi Master Exus. What brings you to my temple?
Knowledge. Reading.
Knowledge.
Research.
You can see him just digging into the skulls. Knowledge of the Jedi or the Sith. And he says that rather evilly.
Both.
Why do you seek this knowledge?
Misa sought it since I was child. Reason I left Naboo.
I sense great light in you.
Thank you.
Some of you, not so much. He's looking directly at Fuzz. And he's skimming across. My dear, what happened to you?
I retract the mask off my head and face.
Ah, too bad.
Drool would obviously ooze off of me.
Would you like to be able to speak again?
I'm gonna just close the mask back.
Shy one.
She
And a
looked up.
Wookiee. Aren't we a big fella? Why are you traveling with the Jedi? I sense no force in you. Ah, knowledge, you say?
They not say much. I saw it.
And you bring a rabbit to this council? Don't think I forgot, Fuzz. What you did in the war. I don't know what you're talking about. We'll see.
Curious.
What knowledge are you seeking? And speak, I don't have much time for present company.
All of it. That's why I need to come to the library.
My holocrons are forbidden.
Not say your son.
Not what?
He let us in.
Yes. But not for my holocrons. You can go to the library, read up on the lore, and if you can figure out how to get into the vault, you can have whatever's down there. But no one's cracked that cookie in 10,000 years either.
Lisa C.
I'm sitting here, not you. If it was to be opened, I'd have opened it by now.
Fair trade.
If you can open it, you can take this throne. You'll have far more knowledge of the Force than I do.
Lisa, I have a strange question.
Speak.
What color is the crystal?
You talk about this lightsaber. Only a spot.
Could we tell with it not being on?
That's not on. I never cut it on.
No, I was asking it.
I thought you was asking. It's purple.
Like a dark purple? Like we talking like Mace Windu or darker?
Like darker.
Darker. Question.
Like a maroon purple. As if it's tainted but not fully.
Weird. This is the dumbest idea, but I'll pull mine from my sleeve and activate it and show him that it's teal.
You walk a fine path. It's hard to follow.
Knowledge.
Knowledge comes at great prices. Be careful.
Most
How far you dig. Seek knowledge. Go seek what you want in the library. See if you can get in the vault. And then come back here. I may have some
teal.
and then he just disappears. Like a small mist. He's gone. And his guards just take exit beside, or stand beside the elevator. Both of them pointing for you guys to go back down the elevator. So, as you guys get in the elevator, the guards do not get back in with you. The elevator goes straight back down and drops you at level 2,
I never got
which holds the library and the vault.
Oh. This could be good.
Knowledge.
This could be good. Library and vault. Big shit is. It's not what I've been doing. Big stack.
Obviously, I'm looking for things that I would be interested in. But any kind of passage that I can find on like the what the last you said the last two Sith were doing the last recorded knowledge that I can find.
Okay, so just roll me a computer use so you can type this information in the mainframe.
Mainframe.
20, 30,
Alright, now roll me a percentage.
44.
Alright, so you find the last couple of things about the Sith that was recorded from a device like you have and sent to the temple. They were gathering more ships to strike back at the Republic when the other fleet was crippled. One of them was trying to become the commander, though you cannot tell who it is as they are cloaked and kept it secret, moving in silence. The last known location to look for any clue pertaining after this one, where there might be another recording or you might be able to catch them in the act of doing something, is on the Exo Station on a nearby planet called Tito. It houses a temporary library where the Sith moved all their artifacts when they ransacked this planet last. Also encoded in that message is just some gibberish. Just a random code that keeps playing. 2283, 2283, 2283.
Does it ever stop, or is it just like on a loop?
It's on a loop.
That's the
Just
driver.
2283,
We met
2283.
22283. Whatever. Was the driver, right?
Well, that was what he said or entered.
That was the name of the bot, the astromech.
Yeah. I knew that.
Huh.
You so boy's got a memory on you?
That's the only thing that you can find for Sith. The last Jedi entry was dated the day of the end of the war. Fuzz was the one who reported that. It's his log and his conversation with Master Calder.
Is there a book in here on every member of the council to date?
There is a book in here that has had every Jedi Master, student, pupil, anyone that's been a part of the Jedi.
Selfie
Keeps a
stick.
record of it. But it's more of a data pad that you would put in and you can. But that's over 8 million logs.
Yeah.
But it keeps a record of who's deceased, who's alive, who was who, and what. So yes, there is a record of all the masters
Is there
that are on
any
the
chance
council.
that I could transfer that to my data pad?
You should be able to. Roll me a computer use. I'm going to need a 16 or higher for you to successfully be able to do that.
Fucking hell. I rolled 19 on the rock.
You can transfer that to your data pad.
Please.
Your data pad is now full.
I'm sure. What?
I mean,
What kind of doors on this vault?
They're not at the bottom, bro. You're in the library.
Anything else?
Just the
No
vast
artifacts.
knowledge of the Jedi and the Sith.
so you got all that, right? On the selfie stick.
I mean, Devin got what he wanted. What information he wanted.
That's why I was like, you're the library, bro.
Damn it. Okay, let's do tons of cool shit, I guess. Yeah.
What is that?
We're gonna. So there's no like physical anything here, any relics or anything.
I mean, you haven't looked.
I don't want to look. That's
Well-
what I want to do.
Roll me, yeah. On this search.
Nat 20.
So this library contains not only the books,
Uh-huh.
it also has statues around that have hidden features. Since you rolled the 20, you obviously are going to pick these up. Some of them have their hands held out like this, as if you put a lightsaber in it. But the ones that are like that, there's one facing this way and one facing this way. One is a Jedi, one is a Sith.
Alright, easy.
Other artifacts that's in here, there are cloaks hanging all around from previous masters of different races and species and height. Ancient armor, and, all encased with glass to keep it protected.
And preserve. Good shit.
Yeah. Somewhat, I guess.
Is it better than my clunker armors?
Probably.
I mean, they still made and shit. A little bit, but it could be better. Alright, well, I'm gonna put a lightsaber in each one's hand. I'll use my own, I guess.
You're going to put one in one's hand and one in the other.
I'm gonna put my white one in the Jedi looking one's hand. I'm gonna put my orange one in the Sith looking hand.
As you place the orange one in the Sith's hand, your saber immediately goes out and that hand closes. Data cartridge falls out underneath.
Now pick it up.
As you pick it up, the hand releases your lightsaber, dropping it to the ground.
Grab it.
The Jedi one does the same thing. Out from underneath it is not a crystal.
Kind of crystal.
I mean, it's 5.
Oh shit! I'm picking it up, looking. 18 on the rock.
18 on the rock.
And I
don't
could
know my
add
percentage.
4 more to it.
Put one more.
34.
I rolled a percentage on what you would find. I'm not gonna fuck in. I'll show you. I rolled a 100,
Oh
and I had set that up to find the 100 being the true white. So you found the true white hidden inside of a statue
Oh shit! That's crazy.
with instructions,
Yeah.
because it does come with like a little piece of paper wrapped up around it on how to build the saber that will house this. Otherwise, it's useless.
Well, I'm gonna take that too. I'm
Roll a
gonna
spot.
Did I
Or-
see that?
Roll me a.
stick that up in my shit real quick
Roll
and
spot.
like, yeah, that's mine.
5.
Yeah, you
That
didn't
was
see.
7.
Oh yeah, you didn't see him. You seen him get with the orange saber, but you didn't see when he put the other one in for the Jedi.
Yeah, so I'll just put that away with the information tucked nicely.
Anyone else want to do anything while we're in this library?
Search.
Well,
17.
You, my fine friend, are looking around at all the armaments, and you find an ancient Wookiee bowcaster.
woo! That's pretty stout.
What's that?
It's ancient Wookiee bow.
Pretty much, it's like a crossbow,
Okay.
that it shoots energy beams instead of.
Yeah.
Works like a crossbow,
It's like
but
what Chewbacca.
I'll be taking move.
yeah,
Are there any teal saber master statues in here?
there's.
Can I lead by example?
That bowcaster. Let me find the. Hold on here. I got it on the sheet. It's going to do 4d8 damage and crit on a 19 or 20. And you can shoot 30 meters. So Devin is going to place his saber, or 3-character saber, in this master's hand. Yours activates. And as the hand's rotating, your saber colors turn. Kind of aqua tealish color. Almost to the color you want. And then you just hear a voice in your head. More good before you can follow your path. So has spoken Master Oasis. And mentioned. It actually bows to give you your saber back.
I bow to receive.
And then it just. Yeah, you hit level 6, you can double tap with that thing. Pat, pat. And then at 12, pat, 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 pat.
Well, anything else interesting in here?
Not to your knowledge, I've found everything pretty well you can, unless you're looking for knowledge in tomes or anything about the Jedi. You already know where all the holocrons are.
Where are they? Every one of them?
They're in the throne room with the father.
Oh, the father's got them.
You left them, right?
Man, I don't want to seduce
So you
people.
think.
It's not what I
I
intended
mean, he
to
just
do.
disappeared.
Be seductive if they are.
We'll take one more look.
Nothing. Alright, well, if that's all, I guess you guys will be leaving this library, going down the hall, maybe towards the
I
vault, or
would
where are
like
you
to
guys
check
going?
out the vault, yeah.
Okay.
That's the wall.
So you guys turn around, head down the opposite hallway, where you're met by those red checkerboards again.
Do I trust them? Do I just walk through them?
I don't know, do you?
Don't take the wire.
Throw something through it. But he says it just cleans stuff. So I'm a fucking toss something random towards it, like through the beams.
Like something in your pocket, like
Yeah.
a credit or something.
I guess, yeah.
So you roll me a strength to throw this.
10.
Alright,
A rock.
you just chuck it down the hall through these beams, and the coin lands. It's not burned or nothing. It's actually cleaner
I'm gonna walk through it
than it was.
and pick up my credit.
You walk through it. It's as you go through it.
That
Unknown
crosses me.
species. Unknown species. New to catalog.
Oh my god, now I'm being cataloged.
Upon hearing this, an all too familiar person comes running down through there. It's you guys! Hey, what are you? Will you put in my book? Honey.
Clang, 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 clang.
I have. Where's it at? Aha! I have a black card. Good only on this planet. For now. Until I verify your credentials. Sign my book. Adult Wookiee, hand it over. Pulls a rifle or a
Bring out my
pistol.
bow.
And now there's 2 yellow lightsabers pointed at your face.
I'm gonna click my mask off.
You got me. I was just playing with you guys. What's the party purpose?
Now, do we have a deal?
I'm gonna just screech at him.
Like, creepy screech or like?
Well, how do you think it would sound if your throat had been partially burned out through hyperspace travel? Along with your arms and shit.
I don't know,
Your
why don't
voice
you
box
demonstrate?
mainly damaged and slowly being repaired, and you have a metal jaw
Why don't
with
you demonstrate
elongated
for us?
metal
You're
teeth.
screeching at
I
him,
don't
so.
know if I could do it properly. I doubt it. Maybe.
He would just look at you in bewilderment and be like, "Is she agreeing?"
Me said not no.
Yeah, we'll just go with that.
2283. Let's go. The droid goes rolling around behind him.
Put the card in my pocket.
What is that card?
He'll get his hand once he
Goodbye.
verifies his credentials or whatever the fuck he's saying.
Goodbye.
What's the card now? What card was
I walked through the
It's like
sensors.
indescribable
Identified
amount
Gungan.
unused or infinite amount of money.
Comes from Naboo. Population 22,850.
Yeah, imagine a credit card with no limit.
it? See you on dinner.
I guess I can on this planet.
I don't know, shopping spree.
I'm just advancing forward.
Yeah,
Going to.
You're at the vault.
Walking along too.
You were looking at
Oh,
kind of like the door that we first come through. It's a big circle, big stone circle. It's going to be a different trick to open it than previously before, obviously, but same concept. Because this is 10 times bigger than the front door that you guys come through.
Excuse me. Excuse you.
So is this vault locked?
Yeah,
Locked with what?
kind of how the front door was. To the temple.
Does that do anything?
What are you doing?
I guess I'll move object.
Are you sure that's what you want to do?
No.
Sure y'all don't want to study this?
Yeah, study.
At this time, it would be fuzz.
Can I
coding.
take a 10 on a study and take an hour to do it?
I'll allow it. Just
Okay. What do I
Again,
figure
Fuzz
it
is
out?
standing over there with a grin on his face, his hands behind his back.
I've concentrated deeply. After an hour, have I come up with the solution?
You would have an idea that you would all have to work together, those of you that know how to use the Force, to lift this as a team. No one putting more energy than the next, all the same amount.
You can't lift objects though. He's all sense. Know your sense, aren't you?
Yeah, but if it has that little asterisk sign next to it, you can.
He can
attempt
use it
without-
with no points.
Yeah.
That's just
Okay,
whatever he
yeah,
rolls.
True.
It's a straight.
Yeah.
It's like he rolls a 1, somebody's getting crushed. Or it's not open. So, it's fucked up. But, first go around, I don't need to be at that 20.
Oh.
Can't help it, that's what
rolled
rolls.
a 2. It'd have been a
I'll reset it after
so.
the roll.
It'd have been a 7.
Alright. So the stone resets. It just rotates, changing weight. Because you guys didn't get it right. It switches its weight. It could vary. It could be lighter, it could be more heavier.
Now.
Even 11 as a team.
13 on the rock.
14.
Which would have been actually a.
Now for Fuzz.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's 15.
Now for Fuzz.
Maybe an 18.
Fuzz gets it as well. In unison, you guys are all pouring your power in at the same time. No more, no less than the next person. The door's slowly starting to open. And you just hear Fuzz, maintain this, my students, for the next 4 hours. And everything inside shall be ours.
What?
I like this. You watch.
This is a very secure temple.
I'm sure.
So, you guys are doing this, and I'm going to roll a percentage of how well y'all keep up with this. For the first step. 99. So we're doing good. 88.
Dropping by 11.
And then y'all got back up to 100 and kept it right. So you added an extra 30 minutes because it was slow and you had to keep going. The door is now at the top. Now, Fuzz will tell you, now is the hard part. A master must hold the door while the students enter. This is where I leave you. Me and your wiki friend. We have other business.
You got other business with the bunny rabbit. Alright, are you ready?
I'm not going to be able to hold it for long. Go! Reflex. I want you to roll a reflex.
What's this?
Yep, 15 or higher.
Oh shit. Good.
I rolled a 15 on the dot.
You're safe.
I got a 14.
Well, you're coming through and you slide through. Your robot hand is going to miss a few fingers from that boulder crushing your hand as you skid through. Yeah.
I guess my fingers are under the boulder.
Yeah, you're pretty crushed. I mean, your fingers, you can pull your hand out, you're just going to miss right through here.
I pull out my saber and just wait for affirmation. At least they try to help.
As you guys figure out his hand situation and get that figured out, the lights come on in the vault. They're kyber crystal lights.
Oh my Jesus.
They're all the masters who've come before. Crystals are in this vault. All colors. Red, green, blue, purple, violet, yellow, pink, orange. Just everywhere. Saber hilts. Rare saber hilts. Styles you've never seen.
You're so cool.
There is a holocron
That's what we like. You're
in
what?
the middle of the room.
I'm gonna just yank my fingers off and go for the holocron.
You're going to go straight and grab it.
No, I'm not gonna grab it. I'm just gonna go up to it and look at it and see what I can tell first.
What are you going to use there?
I'll fix my fingers.
Knowledge?
later.
You're going to use knowledge?
Yeah, I guess if that's what you want.
I want a knowledge.
That's what's up.
Pristine crystal.
Yeah, buddy,
There we
got
go.
9. 9.
Say what?
No.
9. Not sure if this one is Jedi or Sith. It's weird,
I don't
though.
care.
It's
I'll
weird.
look at it.
So you're just going to grab it.
I guess, yeah.
You grab this, and as soon as you grab it, the pedestal slams straight in the floor. A poisonous gas starts pouring into the chamber.
I don't care. My mask
You guys have
siphons
about
poison
15
gas.
minutes worth of oxygen.
I still have my breather.
Yeah, it's poison that will fuck you up instead of masks don't work against this poison.
So it's just kind of maybe cutting a little more time for
If
us.
you have knowledge of the Force, you would know that this is Vexon gas, poisonous to Jedi, even if they have a breather,
But it's a gas, right? A heavy gas?
heavy gas.
Alright, I guess I'm going to use a force point. Where's it coming from?
Through vents in the ceiling and vents in the floor.
Is it just pouring enough and then stopping, or is it just
It's
continuous?
continuous. The room's filling quickly.
I'm gonna just start getting anything worth a fuck.
I want to find that one crystal.
I'll give it something.
As I find it, what I'm doing is I will kneel down on my knees in front of it, and I'll time 14 minutes.
I'm gonna get one of every color. Get some of the rare hilts that I can just grab and throw in my bag.
Touch the one that I'm meditating on.
If there's an extra one, I will grab one like he's looking at. But if it's the only one, I won't touch it because I can obviously discern he's having a
Roll me a
moment
search
with it.
and a spot.
Both.
Yeah, what you like, because you're going to search through these and then you need a
Search
spot.
is
I got something that might buy me a little more time in here.
18.
It's not going to give me any more oxygen, but it can disperse some of the gas.
9, unfortunately.
So you manage to find what you're looking for, then you lose sight of it. As you were doing
Alright.
this through the crystals.
I'm going to give him some help.
sorting through them.
I'm going to give him one more time. Try to.
Would you like to re-roll your search?
Search your spot.
Search.
Okay. I'm using my force point.
You find what you're looking for. And it's glowing, pulsating, like it's calling to you. And it just shoots straight to your hand. It's a light teal crystal. Almost warm to the touch when it hits your hand.
I wonder if I can at all, like to use a little bit of force to see if I can tell if the crystal is calling to a specific animal.
Okay, roll it.
16 force lightning. I'm gonna just throw it into the air of the room to try to disperse some of the gas for a minute to give us maybe another minute or so.
You force lightning in the room. Let me finish what Devin's doing before you do that.
I was just gonna kind of do it up into the air of the room, not per
Okay,
se
well,
add
let me-
anything.
Let me get Devin's done, and then I'll.
What did you want?
You were looking for that one, right?
Well, I was trying to see if the crystal was calling to a specific animal.
Force sense.
That's what I had. That's what I
Yeah,
did.
okay, it's a force sense.
How would I roll low anyway?
Well, what was it?
I don't know what I would add to it.
What was it on the rock?
5.
The crystal wasn't really calling to any certain hilt. It has one that it belonged in before, but it was calling to its new owner, its new champion.
I have no reason to be greedy in this room, so I'm gonna look towards it.
I craft lightsabers.
So now, you were lightning this room in the air?
Try to
Did you
disperse
succeed
the
on your
gas.
rolls?
Yeah, I got 16.
So, I forget your character's name.
I don't have a name.
We don't have it. Oh, no name. Shoots lightning in the air. This gas is very flammable.
Yeah.
The top half of this room is on fire now. Like a funnel. The new gas that's coming through. It's not going down. It's just burning the new gas. The room's getting very hot. You're more likely to cook alive than to suffocate now.
Cool. So I just shortened our time in a different way. Alright, I'm going to just continue to get what I can as quick as I can and get out of there.
Did I see the fire?
The whole top of this room and the vault is on
Use
fire.
my one sorcery point for telepathy.
Sorcery point.
Sorcery
Force
point.
point.
Sorry.
Force point. I was wondering.
I was like,
When do we
what
get
now?
sorcery?
My
You
bad.
can't do that. You can't do that. That's not
Force
fair.
point. For telepathy, I'm aiming towards the father.
What? Roll me perception.
88.
You're just here back, yes.
Misa went in vault. Bad problem. Fire.
That's the vault.
Is this less than
Why didn't
You
tell
can
me
hear the
to open
sarcasm in
door?
his mouth. Or in his voice.
Lisa wouldn't lie.
What
Fire.
do you need now? Fire. You needed my
And
help.
fire.
Huh? Very well. You hear him say those words in your head. As soon as he says very well, that door smashes into a million pieces.
I'm gonna grab my fingers.
As soon as that happens, the gas is pouring down the hallway. There is a flame that shoots straight out, and Buzz has no fur.
That's on you.
I did not pass my reflex save.
That's on you.
I'm
I'm picking up my
Yeah, he was
fingers.
in there with him.
Just saying.
I need you to make a reflex save as well, then.
Guys, what are you doing?
Go to 1.
No. It's not high there.
It's
It's
5.
under.
Yeah, you burned a little bit of your hair, but you're not like Fuzz. You didn't catch the blunt of it. Like, he went to jump, and of course he was still there waiting to open the door. So when it exploded, he got hit with the rocks and then the fire all at once.
It's like those cat videos where the cat jumps in the way of the shit that's happening right at the wrong time and fucks the cat up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what that was. Except for it was a space bunny. Yeah, like I said, picking up my fingers and walking out. The brunt of this is already over.
So you're now out of this room. Fuzz has got smoke pouring off his face, and he's
I'll
just
take out my med kit and try to, you know, do what I can for his
Oh,
burns.
as you're helping him with his burns, you can see his eyes bright yellow. I remember this young Padawan. Calling for help to someone who might not be an ally is not always the best cause.
Misa was more worried about people upstairs than relations with.
This temple is designed to withstand 45,000 degrees. That little bit of fire is not going to do anything. Besides, puts one little piece of his fur up. Burn my fur. Pulls out his pipe. Puts it back in his sash. On his belt. His eyes are back to normal. I was forgiven. What did you find? Any new knowledge? Oh, learning we are.
Pretty rocks.
Good student I have. A petty student I have over there. I sense you took more than you needed out of that room. One light side, one dark side.
And do I accumulate one from the earlier shit?
When you do
And I did Force Lightning. That also accumulates on by the way it sets on the sheet.
no more than what your current level is, you're level 1. So I can give you one dark side for that. You can have 2, but you can only use 1 point.
Yeah.
You can accumulate a bunch of them, but it goes by your level how many you can use.
Yeah.
So does that 2 and 4 points?
It's 2, yes. And we'll be right back